this, or here we go. Let's pull it this way. Slides right out. There we go. This material is called floral elastomer. We have a little more plastic here. And it's actually quite soft. As soon as you feel it, it's got this nice, soft, silky texture to it. It's actually really nice here. So again, that is the smallest 38 millimeter, which looks quite small to me, but we're going to compare this to the 42 millimeter. But it is a really nice looking watch. All right, next up is the 42 millimeter, which is probably the size I would prefer. Again, a nice padded surface here, Watch Sport. So anyway, here you go. Here is the full size 42 millimeter. Looks quite nice here. Again, it's just a scaled up version, really. Let me go and peel off all the plastic here again. Go to the back, pull the tab right behind the watch. Should pop right off. And there we go. Now the first thing we need to do is boot these up for the first time. The boot up sequence takes about a minute. All I have to do is tap and hold the button below the digital crown to start it up. Now the first thing we need to do is select our language. Go ahead with English. Now we can start pairing with our devices. So of course we're going to have to go get our iPhones. So as you can see right now, we have this little pattern appearing on the screen. Now in order to pair, all I have to do is launch the Apple Watch app, start pairing. Hover your camera over that image. And you're good to go. Next up, it's going to ask you which wrist you wear your Apple Watch on. I'm going to say left. And we're going to agree to our terms and conditions. And next up, I just need to enter in my Apple ID password. Next up is just telling me that the Apple Watch uses location services. We also have Siri, and we can send diagnostics. We also can set an Apple Watch passcode if we want. And you can install available apps. So let me go ahead and install all of them. So as you can see now, the watch is syncing to my phone. Now, I have to keep in mind that all versions of the Apple Watch are basically an iPhone accessory. They require an iPhone to work. So this is compatible with an iPhone 5 and up. Now that we're all booted up and ready to go, let's go and take a close look at the hardware, starting with the displays. Now, the displays on the Sports are the same on the Apple Watch and the Apple Watch Edition. So basically the same technology. Both are Retina AMOLED displays. This is the first time Apple is using any AMOLED displays in their devices, which is kind of nice. Now, the 42 millimeter has about a 1.53 inch display, resolution of 312 by 390, while the 38 millimeter has a 1.32 inch display with a resolution of 272 by 340. So with a slightly smaller display, you do have less resolution. Now, all Apple Watches basically have the same design. They have this curved cover glass, but the Sport has an Ion X glass, which is the same glass that's on the iPhone 6 instead of the sapphire glass that's on the other watches. But you can see the OLED display is laminated to the glass, so it looks really nice and flush. And again, looks really nice, especially with that curved glass edge. Now, on the back of the watch, you'll find this composite lens, which is convex and contains our heart rate monitor, which uses two LED lights and has two receivers to pick up both infrared and visible light. Apparently, these sensors are also capable of measuring blood oxygen levels, although that hasn't been activated yet. Now, this is also where you charge your watch. Just bring the magnetic inductive charger next to it, and it snaps into place, and it's pretty secure. Now, on the side of the watch, we'll find our digital crown as